Well, one anchor wasn't enough. This morning, the couple asleep on this boat, they are okay, but not after it drifted and slammed into Johns Pass Bridge. Good morning to you on this Sunday. Natalie Ferrari, good morning to you.
Good morning, and it's a stunning Sunday indeed. Plenty of clear skies, but not only that, we're still feeling the effects from Friday night's cold front. That cooler air being ushered in. And this is some of the coolest weather we've woken up to in quite some time. I'm going to walk you through those temperatures and what does that mean for your Sunday fun day plans later today.
This morning, a Florida man is recovering after he was attacked by an alligator. Where it happened and why it took rescuers so long to get to him. And imagine life without a smartphone. Wasn't that long ago, right? But does it seem impossible now? We'll show you how one camp is teaching kids how to enjoy life without their device.
Feels like yesterday.
Yeah, it's called camp. You go to camp, you don't have a phone. You are up on the bright side. Good morning to you on this Sunday, November 10th, 2019. Well, thank you so much for waking up here with us. I'm Josh Sidorowicz.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Ferrari.
Am I right?
Tell me how you really feel about it.
Come on, you go to camp, you go climb a rock wall.
You were disconnected from technology until then.
I could use a nice little cleanse.
Can we go to camp now?
Do you want to go to camp right now?
Can I camp?
Let's do well. Take a jacket.
Yeah.
I stepped outside because we left the windows open all night.
You went outside?
I went outside. Can you believe it? No, we left the windows open all night, but it didn't get as cool as I thought it would. And then I stepped outside and go, where was this? It never made its way in.
It takes a while to get inside your apartment, but it's here. It's in the 50s.
It feels
almost
fantastic.
Everywhere, with the exception of down. Okay.
You want to go to that too?
Okay.
Add that to the list.
I'm there.
All right, I know I'm guilty of this, right? We spend way too much time on these things.
More than I'd like.
Yes.
And if you find yourself struggling to get your kid to unplug, then there's a camp that actually may be able to help. The only thing, it's
a little bit of a hike.
All the way in South Korea. It's a summer camp for middle and high school students. The kids are going to be able to do plenty of physical activities, kind of like the ones you'd see in PE at school. They'll be exercising, dancing, playing games, and wondering when this will all be over. But really, though, all of this physical activity is teaching them to live without a smartphone. And the goal of the camp is to go 2 weeks without said phone in your hand.
2 weeks? That's a long time by today's standards.
A day is an eternity, so I can only imagine how they're going to feel.
That's like cold turkey, too. I could see trying to wean yourself off for a few hours, but from hot to cold, 2 weeks.
Oh, and in another country.
And in another country. Right. Well, I don't know.
A whole other new people.
I wonder how many people are actually going to, I don't think many are traveling to South Korea to take part in this camp.
We must follow up now.
You could just go to a summer camp. It's the same thing,
like
right?
An hour away.
Like an hour away, find one. They're everywhere.
Fine.
Yeah, no, you could have your phone, you won't have any service.
I volunteer. Just unplug.
I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it.
I think I need to do it. I think it'd be very healthy.
Well, you know what else you don't need in November, too, are razors. At least I don't. We're going to be on the headline on how No Shave November began.
Who are you?
(7:11), you are up on the bright side here. So it has become a thing these past few years. No Shave November. But why? Bright Side's Jabari Thomas takes you beyond the headline this morning to explain why guys are growing out their facial hair this month.
What started had a few followers on Facebook has now raised more than $2 million for the cause. So let's ditch the razors for a few weeks and help beat cancer.
You gonna try it?
So that's what you were getting at when you're asking me about. I was like, where is it?
I don't know if you wanted to
this?
participate or not.
I don't know. It can get
scary. It would take me all month just to get
I want to see you with.
It's not good. Well, because there's some here and then there's none here and then there's.
But if you have a whole month, you'll eventually catch up, right?
That's not how that works.
I think we should give it a try anyways.
No, I don't think the bosses here would like that.
Maybe we should do
not
a
good
poll
look.
on that.
Not a good look.
Guys, let's get you out the door on this.
Rescuers scrambled to save a man trapped inside this burning Land O'Lakes home, but it was too late. Plus, why protesters are peeved about plans for a historic playground. And have you seen Cheer Dad yet?
No.
We'll show you why millions are loving how this dad roots on his daughter.
Yes, please.
He's got a whole,
Awesome.
he's got a whole routine.
What was that
You
dude
see,
again?
he's got a whole routine type
That's
deal.
a really high pitch.
Yeah, well, I'm going to pay for that later. Holy cow. It is Sunday, November 10th, 2019. You're up on the bright side. I'm not going to make it. I'm Josh Sidorowicz.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Ferrari. Your face got really red after that second one. Did you feel a little?
Yeah, no, I felt a little something. We'll get that checked out during your little weather.
Yeah, we will.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty
You good?
fantastic.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good.
I'm not exploring my horizons just quite yet. I need another cup of coffee and not wearing distress.
What time is brunch? I need to sit down.
11 a.m., guys. It's going to be pretty beautiful for you.
7:43, you're up on the bright side, taking a live Earth Cam shot of Miami. Hello to the other side. I like that. That's
Really,
clever. It's gorgeous.
You in that word.
It's gorgeous.
Who are you?
Come on. Nice and cool outside. There's a breeze.
So stunning. And you see a little more cloud cover there. We don't even have that much cloud cover here. And I'm using that term very liberally. It's literally a few puffy white clouds.
I was going to say cloud cover.
That's it.
Come on.
One here, one there.
Come on. That's like the picturesque clouds, you know?
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Such a stunning start.
You keep saying there's another cold front coming? There's
Another
more?
one. So-
but wait.
But wait, there's more. Yeah, we're going to try to warm up for the next couple of days. But again, very loosely, warming up by just a few degrees. Then the middle of your upcoming work week.
Well, one anchor wasn't enough. This morning, a couple asleep on this boat. They are okay after it drifted and slammed right into Johns Pass Bridge. Good Sunday morning to you. Natalie, good morning to you.
Good morning, and it's quite the morning indeed. Not only does it feel absolutely fantastic out there, these 50s that we're waking up to right now in Tampa are some of the coolest morning temperatures we've seen since April. Yeah, we're definitely getting a nice little punch of fall here in Florida, but it may not be the only one we see in the entire 7-day forecast.
This morning, a Florida man is recovering after he was attacked by an alligator. Where it happened and why it took rescuers so long to get to him. And she was walking 24 miles to get to and from work every single day. That is until her coworkers stepped in.
Oh, these tears. I can't. This is going to be a feels one, huh?
Yes, see why she had that reaction in just a few minutes. You are up on the bright side. Good morning to you. It is Sunday, November 10th, 2019. Thanks for waking up with us or maybe staying with us. I'm Josh Sidorowicz.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Ferrari.
We're talking about we opened up the windows last night. Well, separately, we opened up the windows last night, and
It was fantastic.
it's nice.
My dog did not want to come back inside. He's
No.
like, we're doing this.
As
Like,
soon as we
this is
open up
life.
the slider,
Yeah.
he goes right out in the lanai.
Yeah.
My dog, not your dog. This is sounding more. We live separate lives.
But the same. On that note, let's just talk about how beautiful it is outside. How do we start?
I don't know.
We derail every time.
8:02, Natalie, we want to make the most of the time you've got with us here this morning, so let's get you in the know. A couple is okay after their boat smashed into the Johns Pass Bridge overnight while they were sleeping on it. They said they anchored their boat before going to bed, but last night's strong winds and tide wound up pushing them out of the pass. They woke up as their boat drifted right into the bridge.
When I woke up, I heard this smack. Both of us are fast asleep. I said, what the hell was that? I quick get up and look out the window, and I see that big concrete wall next to, out next to the window. I said, whoa! I knew where we were right away. I've just never had anything like this happen before. I've been on boats all my life.
Yeah, what a way to wake up. The Coast Guard and Pinellas Fire rescued the couple. They weren't hurt. They say they will be using an extra anchor from here on out. St. Pete police say this couple deliberately damaged dozens of downtown parking meters, costing the city tens of thousands of dollars to fix them. Nicholas Weinholtz is being held on a $15,000 bond. As of this morning, his fiancée, Kirsten Lyons, is out of the Pinellas County Jail on a $5,000 bond. Detectives say they sprayed foam sealant into more than 70 parking meters. Each one costs about $550 to replace. Venice police officers say they were forced to shoot at a man after he jumped out of his car during a traffic stop and then ran off. Kevin Hamilton is now facing several charges. He was not hit by the shot. An officer did eventually catch up to him, but then during a struggle, he got away. Police later arrested him at his apartment. A man is recovering in the hospital this morning after he was reportedly attacked by an alligator at a Martin County Wildlife Preserve. We are working to learn just exactly how he's doing. The attack was in the Dupuis Management Area. It's a popular spot for hunting, camping, and fishing.
You don't like it, but you know, it's things that's going to happen every now and then. That's just like you're swimming out here in the lakes and stuff, or crossing a pond or a ditch and a gator in there and you can get bit.
Apparently it took firefighters more than an hour to find the man because of where he was in that preserve. Farmers here in Florida are getting some money from the federal government to help with recovery after last year's hurricanes. $800 million in aid will go to 3 southern states. Florida gets most of that money. About $400 million of it will specifically go to timber farmers after Hurricane Michael destroyed 2.8 million acres of commercially grown trees. This Atlanta college student's roommate and that roommate's boyfriend are now facing murder charges in connection to her death. The body of 21-year-old Alexis Crawford was found Friday after she disappeared more than a week ago. Before her disappearance, Crawford told police that her roommate's boyfriend had sexually assaulted her. Hundreds of firefighters are battling a brush fire that has burned more than 30 acres in the Hollywood Hills of California this weekend. It's burning right near Warner Brothers Studios, but at last check it was reportedly moving away from the buildings there. Plumes of thick smoke could be seen for several miles around. Luckily, nobody has been hurt. 8:05 happening today across Tampa Bay. Do you remember those 300 or so pups that were rescued from a breeding business in Tampa in September? Well, today you can apply to adopt one of them. There is an event running from 10 until 5 this evening at the All People's Life Center in Tampa. Our Madison Allworth is there. She will have more information coming up in our next half hour right here on Brightside. Tampa's Greek Festival wraps up today at St. John, the Baptist Greek Orthodox Church. There is a great market you can check out there. There's all kinds of dancing, and of course you can enjoy all kinds of delicious traditional Greek food. Tickets are just $2. Can't beat it. That is from 11 until 6 o'clock this evening. It's on our list.
Absolutely.
Right? Any excuse for some good Greek food.
I have to soak in how gorgeous today is, so I'm down.
All right, let's do it.
What are the plans today?
Well, first though, imagine this. We're not walking there because this woman, she had to walk 24 miles every day to get to and from work. 60-year-old Darlene Quinn, it was her reality for the past 3 months actually after her car broke down.
Yeah, that is until her co-workers at FedEx, they stepped in. After months of working 6-day work weeks to afford a new car, Quinn's co-workers raised enough money to go through a GoFundMe account to buy her a brand new car. This is her reaction right here. This is the moment that they told Quinn that she wouldn't have to walk to work anymore.
Oh, that is so special. Look at the tears in her eyes. I wish we knew. Do we know how much they raised? I mean, to buy a whole new car from a GoFundMe?
I have no idea, but the videos like that, I just can't even.
I know. Well, you know what? That's the goodness of humanity, right? You see people in need like that, and you see these stories, and that's why we share them with you.
Thank
to
goodness
make you
for
feel
her coworkers.
a little better, right? On the bright side.
It's family.
So good to see that. All right, well, between, let's see, National Redhead Day, you've got National Bittersweet Chocolate Day. There is a quote-unquote holiday for just about everything every day of the year. But how did we get so many to begin with? 8:10, you are up on the bright side. You know it is Sunday, but did you also know it is Area Code Day, International Tongue Twister Day, Natalie, and National Vanilla Cupcake Day? That one I can get behind. I don't know. Of course, these are not real holidays, but this is now a thing nearly every day, right? We've got a half dozen or so called holidays for no apparent reason. And if you're wondering like me, why? Well, this morning we are going beyond the headline to see how one goes about creating a holiday. All right, probably safe to say for many, the thought of being in a room full of bugs might fill you with some kind of terror or discomfort. But at the Museum of Fine Arts in St. Pete, they've got a new installation that is exactly that. The artist uses different types of exotic insects to create a visual masterpiece. What is this open?
This is an exhibition that benefits insects are and really reconsider how important they are to our environment.
For the record, just so we're clear, this is not food for thought. We don't endorse eating the insects. Just a little mix up there in the control room. All right, by the way, that installation has about 5,000 insects if you are interested in checking it out. All right. Time now is 8:25. Let's go out to Madison
Hey.
Allworth. She's live in Tampa. Hey, Madison, what are you working on?
Hey, yes, good morning. I mean, I'm obviously working on the best story ever. We're at the All People's Life Center here in Hillsborough County for the Adoption Day event for these dogs. It's all about the application. These 300 dogs who were seized from a puppy mill in September are almost ready to find their forever homes. I'm going to tell you all about that coming up.
Rescuers scramble to save a man trapped inside this burning Land O'Lakes home, but it was too late. Plus, why protesters are peeved about plans for this playground. And this Tampa third grader's gift to his teacher is the generous gesture that has now been seen across the country. Did you see that earlier
I don't think I have yet.
It's pretty cool.
I'm a sucker for teachers.
You'll enjoy it. Your mother's
I know.
Yes, it is. I know things. It is Sunday, November 10th, 2019. You're up on the bright side. Final 30 minutes. We can do this. I'm Josh.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Ferrari. We've already had like 18 giggle attacks within the past, hour
But we're
and a
good.
half.
No, it's fine. You got to ebb and flow.
Sprinkle
the
them
ebb
in
and
there.
flow of 2 hours of live television.
Yeah.
It's good. And we're just warming up for brunch.
Basically, 11 a.m., things are going to really start to gradually and slowly warm up as you head out.
Boy, some scary stuff here for neighbors in this Land O'Lakes neighborhood watching this here. This is right off State Road 54. It's near the Suncoast Parkway. It happened yesterday afternoon. Fire crews, they rushed in trying to rescue an elderly man who was trapped inside that home.
They were able to locate that individual upstairs. He was taken downstairs, unfortunately. He was pulseless. Crews tried to attempt CPR in the front yard.
That man died. 2 others in the home were taken to the hospital and treated for smoke inhalation. It is a good reminder, whenever we do fall back or spring forward like we just did last weekend, check those batteries and your smoke alarms to keep your family safe. The fight to save an aging playground in the city of Brooksville continues this weekend. These people are protesting a plan to tear down the all-wood playground at Tom Barn Park. The structure was built by volunteers in 1990, but the city is applying for a grant to demolish it and build something more modern and ADA compliant. Protesters say they'd like to see the city rebuild the existing playground up to code.
So I don't think that it has to just be demolished. I think that there's more that can be done with volunteers and to get around those ordinances that seem to be the problem with the park and the structure.
Organizers say they've got about 7,000 signatures to preserve the playground. They do plan to protest again today. The city insists there is still time for the public to voice their input about the playground's future at upcoming city council meetings. A celebration of life is scheduled for later this week for former Hernando County Commissioner Rose Rocco in Spring Hill. Rocco passed away on Thursday. She was 78 years old. She was known for being extremely involved in her community. Celebration of life is on Tuesday. In lieu of flowers, her family asks that you make a donation to the HPH Hospice in her memory. Keeping our eye on politics this morning, we are just days away from the first televised hearing in the impeachment inquiry. This weekend, the president said that a transcript of another call with Ukraine's president in April will, quote, probably be released Tuesday.
There shouldn't be anything. There shouldn't be impeachment hearings. It's a witch hunt, and it should never happen to another president.
Republicans are now demanding that Hunter Biden and the whistleblower testify publicly as well. The GOP is also calling on House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff to testify in private in the impeachment probe. A new report on Arctic ice melting is revealing a deadly virus spreading in marine mammals swimming under the ice. The study, published last week, says the ice is helping to spread a disease found in certain seals to other animals like otters and sea lions. The virus, known as PDV, can kill thousands of animals. Scientists say the loss of sea ice is forcing wildlife to find new habitats, which introduces them to diseases they weren't exposed to before. Here at home, signs of red tide are reappearing on our shorelines. Higher concentrations are now showing up in Pinellas County. In Sarasota County, higher levels have been showing up for the past few weeks, with fish kills reports in both Manatee and Sarasota. So far, though, it is not nearly as bad as we're seeing in this video from last year. The FWC will release an updated red tide map this coming Wednesday. Well, tomorrow is Veterans Day, and while people were already beginning to honor those who have fought for our country this weekend, there are even more events planned for tomorrow. Of course, there are also discounts, too, at restaurants, salons, other area stores. We have got all that information posted right now on our website, WTSP.com. Hundreds of dogs rescued from an unsafe breeding facility in September. They are up for adoption today. The dogs, they're mostly small breeds. They're Maltese, Shih Tzus, Terriers. Brightside reporter Madison Allworth is live in Tampa, where you can apply to adopt one of them. Madison, when does that event begin? Every time, Madison, we send you to one of these events, I am surprised you haven't come back yet with one of them. They're so cute. All right, but good to see you, and I'm sure there's, like you said, a ton of interest with the line already out the door. Madison Allworth, live in Tampa. Thanks so much. Hey, it's 8:36. Let's take a look at what else is happening today across Tampa Bay. I asked it last hour. I'll ask it again. Is it too early for chowder?
Never.
Never. Today at St. Pete Beach, chefs from more than 20 restaurants in our area will battle it out to see whose soup reigns supreme. It is the 6th annual Chowder Challenge. Starts at 1 o'clock this afternoon at Horan Park. Local celebrity judges will pick the winners. It all benefits the Pass or Grill Women's Club, and tickets are $20.
I haven't had a good chowder in a long time.
Well, this would seem like an opportune chance to do that.
Right after the Greek festival.
Yeah, we've got a list, man.
Ooh.
And by the way, too, something else going on. You can visit the big man himself. It's extra special, though, today because it is the Signing Santa who's at International Plaza from 11 to 6. The Signing Santa is deaf, but they will also have an ASL certified interpreter. So anyone and everyone can tell Santa what's on their wish list this year.
Well, my first time here, 5 years ago, it'll be 5 years ago, I thought it was amazing to see a deaf Santa Claus. Because I have been to a mall where there was a hearing Santa Claus and I just took a picture, so this was something new.
Well, if you can't make it to today's event, Signing Santa will be at the International Plaza in Tampa next Sunday as well.
So neat.
Very cool, yeah. All right, I think Ellen DeGeneres says this a lot too, which is maybe where I picked it up from. If you could be anything in the world, be kind.
She does, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A Tampa third grader's kindness is inspiring people here and now all over the country.
You've probably seen this story on Parker Williams, who gave $15 of his birthday money to his teacher because he didn't think that she gets paid enough.
Yes, unpacked all my stuff and went up to her and said, "I have a gift for you." And then showed her it and she gave me a hug.
Oh.
Gosh, he's so adorable. Parker's parents say they really focus on teaching their kids compassion. In fact, Parker and his brothers recently created an organization that encourages kids to volunteer and help others. And in case you haven't heard this story yet, Parker's teacher did not accept the money, but she was incredibly touched by the gesture.
She said there was no way she could accept it, but just the fact that a third grader even had the thought.
Just was aware even of the reality of that situation.
Good kid.
Beautiful.
Good parenting, too.
Absolutely.
Good on him. All right, most people say dogs are man's and woman's best friend, right?
Thank you.
For one man, his dog is not only his best friend, but his lifesaver. .842, you're up on the bright side. They are up on the bright side in Naples as well, taking a live Earth Cam shot of the boardwalk. The boardwalk.
I want to
on the
sing
boardwalk.
this song. So beautiful.
Oh, can't sing. Sorry,
Yeah,
never
we can't
mind.
sing.
That was just a few seconds.
But I feel like that cued me.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't want to sing.
Welcome, everybody.
Beautiful. Oh, what a stunning start today. Not only here, but for our neighbors down in Naples.
And it's going to stay that way for
A day or two-ish. I mean, it's
just I thought you said it was more than that.
it'll be a couple of days.
Okay.
Yeah. Until
I'm still eyeing that Wednesday.
Yeah, another front.
That's me.
That's probably what you're thinking
watching the
of.
Wednesday.
That's you watching the prompter sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's talking about a front that's going to be arriving on Tuesday, but there's yo-yoing there before we get to enjoy that Florida fall-like weather.
So I'm mapping out our day. If we hit the Chowder Festival first, then we go over to the Greek Festival. We could probably still make it back in time to get in line to get an adoption application.
The pup?
Why not?
This is like the perfect Sunday fun day.
Enjoy it while you can. Thanks everyone for waking up on the bright side. It's quite a day.